Hey everyone, welcome back. This is going to be another tutorial that it's on this look that I used a lot in order to use some of the eyeshadows that I have in my Naturally Pretty by It Cosmetics. It is kind of neutral and it has that pop of metallic color in the center, and I've used it so much because I really enjoy it. So I decided to share it with you today. I'm going to start by taking the color Warmth and I'm going to apply it into the transition area, so on top of the crease. I'm also going to apply a little bit into the crease, so the next color that we're going to apply, it's going to blend a lot easier. Now the next color is the color Mocha. This is the color that I was trying to use up. This is a pretty old video, so of course my eyeshadow palette doesn't look that way, but when I was trying to use up this color, this was one of my favorite ways. I applied into the outer part of my lid, and now I'm also going to apply it into the inner part. So the center, it's going to be like the spotlight of this look. So I am doing it with a pencil brush because I want the precision to know exactly where I'm going to apply this product. Now with another brush, and this is the e.l.f. Eyeshadow brush, is the $1 one. It's a flat. I'm gonna apply the color Soft Light into the center. Now this is not the metallic color or anything, but it's just kind of gonna save the place for the eyeshadow that we're gonna put in the center, and then at the same time it's gonna create a base for that color. Now I'm taking the color Java and I'm gonna apply it into the crease, and I'm going to be using this brush by the Bold collection of Real Techniques that I love so much. This is so easy because you place the color and you blend it at the same time. Now I'm going to take the color Midnight. This is a blue eyeshadow, and of course it's kind of different for this kind of look, or it's different from the colors that we've been using, but what's gonna give it like a pop of color, that it's gonna be subtle enough, but then at the same time it's gonna create depth just because it's that darker color that we're applying into the outer part of our lid. And I'm using a pencil brush. With the other side of that pencil brush, which I think it's from Crown Brushes, I'm gonna blend that color into the others that we had underneath. Now I'm going to take my time to do it and go back to the color because I do want to keep its intensity. Now for the spotlight effect, I'm going to be using the color Transforming Pearl, which is the eyeshadow that it's supposed to transform all the eyeshadows into shimmery eyeshadows. I don't think that's the case, but I love to use it by itself and create this effect, and also applying it on top of other eyeshadows with wet, so it creates more of a metallic look. And I'm going to apply it into the center of the lid, and then I'm going to blend with the brush that we use for the crease. We're gonna blend that into the other color, so it's not just wet and in the middle, it's just kind of blending into the other eyeshadows. Now I'm going to create a line on the top lash line. You can go and do a cat eye if you want. I wanted to keep it really subtle because I want to make sure that all the attention is into the center of the lid, and at the same time it's going to create a base for my false lashes, which are the number 11 by Kiss. And while we are waiting for the glue to dry, I'm going to apply a little bit of this nude eyeshadow by Rimmel and also mascara, because even though we're not going to apply any eyeshadows in the bottom lash line or the bottom lashes, just wanted to make sure that it looks nice and open. Then once the glue is kind of tacky, I'm going to put my lashes, and as you can see, it does make a difference, especially in this look. Now I'm going to move on to lips. I'm just going to apply a lip liner. This, I'm pretty sure, is by Jordana, and it's the color Rock and Rose. And then I'm going to put my Touch of Spice lipstick with a little bit of translucent powder in the middle. So that's a final look. I do really enjoy this look, and I used it until I couldn't, use those same eyeshadows anymore. Now I'm trying to replace it with different ones that I have in the palette and other palettes. So I hope you really like it as well, and that it gave you some ideas on how to use those eyeshadows in the Naturally Pretty palette that you may have at home and you want something different from the matte classic look. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye guys.